In this Keep Teaching video, we are going to go over the steps it takes to create a meeting in Zoom, the web conferencing platform. So if you start at Humboldt State University homepage and you go to your My Humboldt page, under the Faculty and Staff Resources, you will find the link to Zoom. So the URL for our Zoom instance is humboldtstate.zoom.us, but you don't have to remember that if you go to that page. You know you've arrived at the correct Zoom instance if you see this picture of Founders Hall. So you're going to want to log in the first time. That will automatically create your account in Zoom. So now you're in Zoom. This is what the interface looks like. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to create a meeting. So I do that from here, from my meetings page. And you can schedule a new meeting here, this button. And I'm going to just name this meeting CS111 Tuesday, Thursday, 1 p.m. So give it a name so that you can tell the difference, especially if you're teaching more than one course. You want to be able to tell the difference between your Zoom meetings. So the description is optional. And what I usually do, you can schedule a time, but since these are probably going to be ongoing for a couple of weeks, maybe longer, we're just going to set this as a recurring meeting. And when we don't want to give it a specific time, you can communicate that information to your students in your Canvas course. We're just going to say no fixed time. This generates a general meeting ID that you can use over and over as often as you want to meet with the students in this class. So the meeting options down here, this is the one that is probably most important, is do you want your students to be able to join the meeting and discuss amongst themselves prior to you arriving? If you don't mind if that happens, then allow them to join ahead of time. If you don't want them to, then that needs to be unchecked. You can mute them. And if you want, you can record the meeting automatically. So I'm going to set that, and I want it to record to the cloud. So a cloud recording will generate a URL that you can share in the Canvas course later. It doesn't have to be downloaded like it would be if you shared on the local computer. And so then save. So this has now generated the URL here. So this is what we're going to need to share in Canvas, and this is the meeting ID. This is how folks who are using cell phones, which is how a lot of your students will be joining, they will need this number. So we will, in the next video, we will talk about how to add this meeting to your Canvas course. And we have now created a meeting to meet with your students.